When people think of Phuket, they automate to thinking all this place has to offer is the partying, the vibrant nightlife, the crowded beaches, and more partying. But since Jasmina and I are not into that lifestyle, we explored another side of Phuket that many people probably don't think about doing when they're out here. And in addition, Jasmina have never been to a temple in Thailand, so I'll be taking her to her very first Thai temple. There's a lot to unpack in this video, but before we get going, we'd appreciate if you take a second to like this video and comment down below which country you're watching this from, because we're curious where our viewers are from. We woke up at 4 a.m. today and we are now just at 7-Eleven. It's about 10 minutes past 5 and we are going to the Big Buddha today, but first things first, we are having the usual breakfast that we get here in Thailand, and they are the toasties. But yeah, from here it's another 20-minute ride out to the Big Buddha. It opens at 6, so we'll be there around just 10 minutes before it actually opens. Last night it was fairly uneventful just because we just decided to have an early night just because, yeah, we had to wake up early today. But that is the plan today, and then after the Big Buddha we are gonna go hit the gym and just chill out for the majority of the day, and then I think we're gonna go to the night market. We're gonna go back to Old Town Phuket. We really enjoyed Old Town yesterday, and there's a big Sunday night market happening. It's like a walking night market or something like that, or walking street night market. I forget what it's called, but that is the plan later this evening. But for now, we're gonna have our toasties and head up to the Big Buddha here in Phuket.
We have officially made it to the Big Buddha, and at first we were a bit worried because we saw the sign there. So the time, okay, so backstory, when we arrived the time was like what, almost 6 a.m?
No, it's actually 5:45.
5:45, yeah. And then we saw the sign there and it said open from 6:30 to like 6 p.m, which we were like, oh damn, we need to wait all this time here. And out of nowhere, not even a minute goes by, and then there comes like 2 motorbikes, and then this one guy starts singing, and then he like just opens the gate casually. Did not even acknowledge us, not at all. And all he said was like, oh, just to park here. And the thing that I noticed so far is that no one has yet like tried to rip us off or anything. So the entrance here is free and everything.
No one charges for parking.
None of that, which is so nice and
I mean,
so
there's some
refreshing.
temples here where you have to pay for like a fee.
Yeah.
But yeah, places like this, it's nice to just be able to walk in and like have the locals like even help you out, so to speak. But yeah.
Well, we are gonna pretty much go up there now.
Yeah, the sun rises at, well, in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
We headed up to Big Buddha right after, but unfortunately it was overcast. In fact, it was foggy, so we didn't catch a proper sunrise, and on top of that, there were monkeys everywhere. Some were very territorial monkeys. So we got here and we were greeted by a bunch of monkeys. There's just a lot of them up there. They're actually around us, but it seems that they seem to reside up here on this tree. And yeah, I just didn't save because it's just not safe because yeah, even some of them are eyeing me right now, but they were making these weird noises and they're very territorial. And once we got there was actually 2 other tourists with us walking on our side, but we ended up going down because they were just making a lot of noises as if we're not welcome.
Yeah.
And where did those people come from?
Yeah.
And in fact, there's other tourists here, but yeah, even one guy had food and it got stolen from him. But yeah, right now also the clouds are hovering above us. I don't know if we're gonna get this sunrise, because as you can see, it's fairly gray and there were actually thunderstorms.
Yeah, there were quite a few.
But yeah, we're gonna stay here for a bit more and maybe just leave after. We'll see. But overall, it's still a great place. It's very zen here and very peaceful with a lot of monkeys. Right in front of Big Buddha, you actually get this beautiful view of the coast. I mean, there's clouds hovering above it, but it still looks stunning. You can see the ocean view and the city itself right there on this side, which is just really, really beautiful. And I was just telling Jasmina, a lot of people, and even including myself, like when I was in Thailand a few times in the beginning, a lot of people were telling me not to visit Phuket just because like Phuket was this, Phuket was that, a lot of negative things about Phuket. And from what I learned about Koh Phangan last year when I was here in Thailand, people said the same thing about Koh Phangan, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to see it for myself. I'm going to actually see if this island is, as bad as everyone says. And so far, Phuket had impressed me. The locals, the food, just the places to see, even the architecture, the variety of things to do in Phuket is stunning. And I mean, if you've been to only Patong and that's kind of like one of your things that you went to here in Phuket, yeah, I would say so that you would think that Phuket is actually horrible. But so far, we've really enjoyed Phuket. The beauty of this place is just
and there's so
unspoken.
many different parts of it too that's like unexplored, or even if it is, it's just, I don't know.
It's just beautiful. I think people just need to see more of the island or more of the place before like assuming that it's not so nice, because that's what I did.
I just assumed that this was like a party place type of thing, which is not our thing.
Yeah.
But after exploring some more, which that's where the old town intrigued me so much, it just seemed so interesting, and it really...
Wow. It is very interesting. It is so interesting, and we enjoyed it so much that we're actually coming back tonight for the night market.
Now at the moment we are just gonna be heading back down to our place. We are gonna go to the gym and then carry on with the rest of the day.
After the gym and a little bit of editing sesh, we headed to the Sunday market.
So we just got to the Sunday night market and it took about half an hour to get here.
Yeah.
It's really insane here right now. It is so crowded. There's so many people. We're both sweating.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this organized chaos.
Yeah.
Jasmina and I, there's just so many options. We just want to get everything in terms of food and clothes. But right now, Jasmina is trying to look for a place for us to eat because we haven't eaten dinner yet. And there's just so many sweets and goods here, like little snacks and desserts, and we just want to get it, but we can't because we just want to have dinner first. And so right now we're just going to try to look for a place to eat dinner. But this is what the Sunday night market looks like.
You're probably wondering what we're doing at the mall once again, because we were here yesterday.
Yeah.
But we spent about a good
20 minutes.
20 minutes at the place, at the market. It was nice. They had a lot of cool little shows, a lot of food for sure. Looked delicious for one. And then, the usual consumer goods that people are selling. But it was just so packed. It was hot.
Much.
It was really packed. You could barely move. And we decided, we were looking for food, and then the place that we had originally planned to go to, it was closed.
Even though on Google it said it's open.
Yeah. And so we were just like, okay, sure, let's Google something else. And then, we found McDonald's, and then, because mostly everything else is closed. And, it's also a Sunday. Nonetheless, we got McDonald's
Yeah.
in Thailand. Ended up buying nothing, and then basically just gonna go home after this.
Yeah.
And it's a 30-minute drive away from here, but overall, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I like it better when there was no market. Old Town Phuket
Yeah.
was just so much better.
It's so much better.
Yeah, without the market, that's just our personal
I
opinion.
think the only thing I would say is that I would just come back with you, of course. Just like to see the streets, like the street itself, but not with
Yeah.
any markets or anything.
Or anything. It was cool how they closed everything down though, like that block.
Yeah.
Or like actually multiple blocks they closed down.
Yeah, they did.
But it was just
Too
I don't know.
much.
We weren't enjoying it.
I don't know.
But it was still good to see, you know what I mean? But right now, we're just gonna have dinner and then drive back home.
Yes.
This is Jasmina's first ever temple here in Thailand, so this is
Yeah.
gonna be a special one.
It is a special one.
Yeah. This is actually a complex, by the way. There's multiple temples here. We were at the first one over on that side. There's another one over there, and then now we're going to this one, which looks really, really beautiful. But what are your initial thoughts of the temples here in Thailand so far?
So far, I think they're absolutely stunning. I don't know what that noise is, so if someone would
Something
please
happening down there.
comment down below why do they do that, what is that? But anyways, back to the point. I think it's very beautiful how it's made. It's very clean, so you're required to remove your shoes and everything, which is quite
Yeah,
nice.
and even hats off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
take your
There
hats
was a
off.
sign for hats
There was a
off?
sign, yeah, a sign that says hats off.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a show of respect, obviously.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah, right
sure.
now we're gonna go to the second temple. The first one was very, very
I'm
beautiful.
so excited to go
Yeah,
to this
and
one.
then you could actually go up on the second floor there. So we're gonna try to get up there. We made it to the top, and this complex, it seems like they're building a lot of temples here, because if you look, well, here. If you look down, there's a lot of people building that temple, and in fact all around us, even over there and behind this temple as well. But it seems like they're building more temples here. But yeah, being here, even though there's a lot of people, again, it gives off that very, very zen energy, and it's just very, very relaxing. And right now we're just on the top. I think this is probably the third floor or something, just right outside, and it's really, really hot inside the temple, but it's nice to get a breeze up here. But overall, yeah, this temple is definitely really, really beautiful. The artwork, the statues downstairs is just, it's stunning. We just finished here at Wat Chalong, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but overall, very, very beautiful temple, very zen, very relaxing here. There's a lot of temples being built, and yeah, there's already little markets opening up here, like vendors and people selling stuff, but it's still, yeah, there's a lot of people, but it still is very, very peaceful. So I would highly recommend, if you are in the Phuket area, to
visit this temple. And if you're staying in Karan or Patong, or I don't know which other center parts of Phuket you're staying in, I mean, it's definitely worth the drive. From where we are, Karan, it's about 20 minutes away. And yeah, it's definitely worth the drive and worth spending the half the day or so. But wanted to get Jasmina's opinion on her very first Thai temple ever. What do you think?
I loved it, and I can't wait to see more of them with you.
There you have it. But right now we're just gonna leave this temple. I think we're gonna go to a mall that's about 5 minutes away from here, just to cool off and maybe grab some dinner or something. But yeah, it's really, really hot and muggy right now, so
It's
we're gonna
so hot.
we're gonna try to cool off, and
Yeah.
we're gonna do that by going to the mall that's really close from here, which is 5 minutes away. After we cooled down at the mall, we grabbed some dinner and then we headed to the beach to catch the sunset to end the day. And that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet, and we'll see you in tomorrow's vlog.